Conventional 4-4-2 formation for Villa. Yorke and Daley give them width and pace, a real trademark of Ron Atkinson's teams. And now Leeds United, John Lukić in goal. Mel Sterland wears 2. Tony Dorigo, the other fullback. David Batty at 4. Chris Fairclough 5. Chris Whyte 6. 7 Gordon Strachan, the captain. 8 Rod Wallace. At 9 Lee Chapman. 10 is Gary McAllister, and 11 John McClelland. And Leeds, in fact, will line up with McClelland and Whyte at centre-back. They're experimenting with Fairclough being used in a man-to-man marking role against Tony Daley. The substitutes, Ugu Ehiog and Gordon Cowans for Aston Villa, Carl Shutt and Steve Hodge for Leeds United. Today's referee is Mr. Alf Buksh from London. Well, it's a measure of the changes that Ron Atkinson has made in his first season here, that Tony Daley, in fact, is the only Villa player who figured in the corresponding fixture last season. No less than 13 players have made their first-team debuts for Villa in the past 3 months. Chris Whyte, who will form the new centre-back partnership for Leeds today, alongside John McClelland, the experienced Northern Ireland international, and Chris Fairclough here, for the first time ever in his career, will be given that man-to-man job on Daley. So it's Leeds United, second in the table at the start of play, 2 points behind Manchester United, and 6 points ahead of Aston Villa, who get the game underway. Leeds United all in yellow, attacking from right to left. A mild day here, the pitch not in the best condition. They've had a few problems with the playing surface at Villa Park, but no wind or rain, conditions ideal for football. Lukić with the first deep kick, aimed at Chapman. Richardson, the Villa captain, couldn't control it. Now McAllister for Leeds, and that's where the pitch is at its worst, in the just inside the half that Villa are defending. Daley and Atkinson. And a good ball forward to Dwight Yorke, and Whyte beaten by Atkinson's pace. Regis, and Regis' shot was blocked by McClelland. Chapman winning it back for Leeds, and then Sterland turning it back to John Lukić. Still Regis in his 15th season as a First Division player. What a marvellous signing he was, a free from Coventry in the summer, now 33. McGrath at the other end, who's had an outstanding season in Villa's defence. Dorigo, former Aston Villa fullback. Not a bad ball either for Wallace, but well read by Sealey. Took over when Nigel Spink had flu earlier in the season, but is now keeping his place on merit. The big kick towards Dwight Yorke, but Dorigo is underneath it. This is Blake, beaten by Batty's high challenge, and then Atkinson wins it off McAllister. This is Staunton for Aston Villa. Regis. Play forward towards Daley. Sterland across to cover, and it's Sterland who wins it, but has conceded the free kick in the process. Gary Lineker.
I was just thinking that quite some time ago, when I first saw Daley and Atkinson play for Sheffield Wednesday, it reminded me so much of certain Cyril Regis, and now we find them playing alongside each other. They're both very quick, very strong, and they like to go at defenders. And it'd be interesting to see how they actually work together.
And certainly they're amongst the posse of players waiting for Richardson's free kick to come in here, and it was the head of Dwight Yorke that met the ball first. Aerial power, one of Dwight Yorke's strengths. In fact, it was Teale who finally got the header in there. Yorke just ahead of him. But they do possess a lot of players, particularly good in the air, Aston Villa, and Leeds will know all about that danger. Teale doing his defensive job at the other end, but he's given it away to Batty. Now Sterland, Strachan. Out to Wallace. And Staunton allowed it to cross the line for a goal kick. Aston Villa, fourth in the table, Steve Staunton, one of the many new faces here at Villa Park this season. Something like £13 million has been changing hands in the transfer market since Ron Atkinson took over. Staunton cost £1.1 million from Liverpool. Fairclough's header. McGrath wins it and fouls Chapman. Free kick to Leeds United. McClelland wearing the unfamiliar number 11 jersey, but in his usual centre-half role, the experienced Northern Ireland international, 36 next month, will take the free kick. Aimed towards Chapman. Staunton got there first and was forced into conceding the corner by Chris Fairclough. And I've mentioned the danger that Villa threaten from corners and free kicks, but Leeds United too are very useful in these situations. Whyte and Chapman there on the near post. Goes into Whyte. Couldn't control it. Richardson with the clearance. Daley. Batty allows it to cross the line. Leeds throw. Sterland making good ground down the right. Good defending though by Teale.
It'll be interesting to see actually who wins the aerial battles, because it could be a very important factor in this game. Both sides, as you say, are strong from set pieces, and it could decide the game. But on the other hand, they could just cancel each other out.
McClelland really getting up higher than Regis then. Sterland. Batty. Strachan pointing to where he wanted the ball played, but it goes on to Wallace. In towards Chapman on the near post. Richardson with a good clearing header. And that's another corner to Leeds United. Evan Richardson has been made captain of the side by Ron Atkinson. Fairclough's header, and Whyte almost got underneath it. Sealey with a good punch clear. Now Daley, but Dorigo very quick and finds Wallace. Richardson wins it back for Villa. And a foul by Tony Dorigo on Tony Daley.
Probably two of the quickest players in the league, Dorigo and Daley. Both like whippets.
McGrath with the free kick. Again, McClelland first to it. Batty in strongly. Kubicki turns it on, and then Whyte back into the Villa half. Teale's clearance. Dwight Yorke making it difficult here for Dorigo. And Dorigo was calm. Very composed, skillful player, Tony Dorigo.
Yes, it's a bit unfortunate actually that the brilliant Stuart Pearce is actually an England player, because without Stuart being around, Tony would have had far more international caps than he's got.
Staunton concedes the throw. Aston Villa have won their last 5 league games, incidentally, scoring 6 goals and conceding only 1. Leeds themselves in a purple patch of form at the moment too. Staunton takes it off Sterland, and Villa get the throw. But curiously enough, both sides have been beaten only once in their last 8 games, and they both met defeat against the same opposition in the same competition, Nottingham Forest in the ZDS Trophy. Regis was fouled then by Fairclough. Staunton's free kick, and Fairclough won it back again. Now Sterland trying to exploit the pace of Wallace, and McGrath across to cover. McGrath watching Chapman closely as it goes back to Fairclough. McGrath's clearance. Staunton. Daley and Atkinson. And an acrobatic clearance by Fairclough. Batty. Now Richardson. It's very tight in the middle of the field at the moment. No room at all, but I suppose that really sums up the modern game. Batty's header. Strachan. Control has to be instant in the first division these days. We're given no time at all to settle on the ball. This is Dorigo. Good running by Wallace. McGrath, the covering player for Villa. Good ball too. Rod Wallace to Strachan. Teale gets it away. Atkinson. Good tackle by Whyte. Teale turning it on. Good play in the middle by Daley and Atkinson. Yorke outside him. Well, he was hoping to find Regis then, Yorke, but got it all wrong. Scored in each of his last 4 games, Yorke. Signed for Villa after playing well against them for his national team, Trinidad and Tobago, when Villa toured there a couple of years ago. Teale wins it from Chapman, but a free kick has gone against the Villa defender. 10 minutes gone, still 0-0. Leeds United, remember, can go back to the top of the first division if they win here today. Dorigo's free kick aimed towards Chapman. McGrath with a towering header clear. Staunton and Dorigo defending well.
One thing Leeds have got to be careful of is the fact that they've got Fairclough going man for man on Daley. Is that Fairclough goes up for all the set pieces and they could be caught on the counter-attack if the rest of the defenders don't concentrate on Daley when they break away.
Dorigo having to concentrate with Yorke then, and Yorke wins it. Regis playing it back, but even Yorke I don't think has got the pace to reach that one ahead of Dorigo. Goal kick the outcome. Played over 100 matches for Aston Villa before moving on to Chelsea and then subsequently to Leeds United. Tony Dorigo played every game for Leeds this season. Whyte's clearance, Batty lifting it on. Easy for McGrath. To Regis. Good skill by Regis. Staunton. Daley. Back to Staunton. This is good stuff by Villa, but Staunton just lost control at the vital moment.
Neither side at the moment is really stringing it together. They're just making a few mistakes when it really counts, and no side has actually strung probably 4 or 5 passes together as yet.
The ball took an age to go out then, and finally it's Aston Villa who get the throw.
It's often the case early on in the game when both sides, I mean, it's a televised game, it's a very important game for each team. Players are fired up and there's not much time on the ball. The game should settle down after a while.
Regis getting up well, but couldn't play the ball where he wanted, and then young Mark Blake concedes the throw. Not a good throw. Blake wins it back again. McClelland skies the clearance. Chapman underneath it, and Villa get another throw. Ball spending a little bit too much time out of play at the moment. This is Daley and Atkinson. Linking well with Regis. Unlucky then Atkinson, he wrong-footed the defender. Now Richardson. Leeds can't get out of their half at the moment. Kubicki, the Polish international, right back. Yorke. And Dorigo's pace is going to be very important for him today against Whyte Yorke. Chapman's layoff to McAllister. This is Teale for Villa. The up and under from McGrath is useful. Yorke chasing it. And Lukić having to play a sweeper to head that one away. Yorke. Dorigo right on top of him again, and now Batty, but he still gets the cross in. The throw off Chris Whyte. McGrath. That looks useful. Regis and Daley both climbed together and probably got in each other's way in the end. Chapman, good ball. McAllister unmarked. Teale in hard. McGrath's header, and McClelland, I think, caught Cyril Regis round the neck then, and he's complaining to the referee. Regis wasn't spotted by any of the officials. Dorigo. Curious layoff by Chapman. It's gone straight to Daley and Atkinson. Now Regis. Kubicki. Brought down by Wallace. Villa's free kick.
I don't think either side has been helped by the standard of the pitch. There was a big bubble there for Lee Chapman, which was resulting in that curious ball that you talked about, Alan. But apparently Villa are so upset about the pitch, they're going to sue the people who laid it a couple of years ago, Little Bird tells us.
Here's Yorke. Atkinson in the middle, but he never really had a hope of finding him. No meat behind the cross. Staunton. Daley. Good ball. Late. And Whyte controls it now for Leeds. Staunton lunges in on Strachan, and the referee's given a free kick to Leeds. Quickly taken, and a bit too quick perhaps for Mel Sterland. It's an interesting byproduct, if you like, of the new look at Leeds today, that Mel Sterland, freed of the responsibility of marking Tony Daley, has been given the opportunity to get forward as often as he can, and that'll be something he likes. He's always enjoyed attacking in his career.
He's more or less playing as a right-side midfield player today.
Richardson's clearance to Kubicki. McGrath. An excellent run by Richardson into space. And the cross was well met by Whyte. Villa's corner. Richardson signals his intention. McGrath got the header in, and despite the fact that Regis and Atkinson looked very close to being in an offside position, I don't think the linesman flagged, so that was...
I think he did give offside,
He
Alan.
did in the end, did he?
Judging by where he's putting the ball as well, Lukić. Yes, it was very tight actually, because I think Strachan was caught running out there, but there's so many of them in there, but it was inevitable who's going to give it.
Offside was indeed the verdict. Touched on by McAllister, taken by Wallace, and now Chapman. Kubicki in quickly, and always a heart in the mouth time for a fullback making a tackle in the penalty area like that, but it was a good clean challenge. Corner. Turned on as well, dangerously into the goal mouth. Yorke gets it away. Really good header on that was. by Chapman on the near post. Here's McClelland. Wallace, Kubicki right behind him. It's only a throw. Leeds were hoping for a free kick. Batty hurls it in towards Chapman, but it was cleared by Teale. McClelland getting it forward again, and the whistle has gone, presumably for offside. Sealey, never one who's shy to express his wishes to fellow defenders, I think you could say. Certainly one of the reasons that he's keeping Spink out at the moment. He's a very noisy sort of goalkeeper who helps defenders a lot. And he's got Villa moving forward with Yorke. That came off Whyte, who defended well. And Batty just calms things down. And then the long ball to Chapman. Wallace just guessed the wrong way. Teale helping it on first time. And Fairclough cleaning things up for Leeds. Whyte. Leeds fans enjoyed that. Wallace just got himself into an offside position, which made a quicker than expected return after a groin operation. Rod Wallace, Leeds club record signing, £1.6 million, along with his brother Ray from Southampton in the summer. The clearance by Whyte, Yorke onto it. This is Blake. Got that all wrong, really, young Mark Blake. 21 next month, preferred in the side at the moment to Gordon Cowans, who's a substitute today. Dorigo. It's lovely skill. Batty gives it in back. Trying to find Wallace. Whyte to Sterland. Played it in behind Fairclough, who really had no option other than hitting it back to Lukić then.
I don't think we've had a chance yet, have we, Alan? I think both sides look very tight, but neither side at the moment look like breaking down the opposition, but that can quickly change here.
And it could with Wallace. Good save by Sealey. Richardson gets it away. Excellent goalkeeping by Sealey, because Rod Wallace looked odds on to score then. Dorigo finding Batty. Sterland. He does look to shoot from a long range, and again Sealey had to be equal to it. There he is again, Mr. Angry, as Ron Atkinson called him, furious at his defenders for allowing not one but two openings to happen here for Leeds.
Great chance there. He's decided on power, but Sealey stood up very well and made a good save. But I think I worked that one out there. I thought if I said nothing had happened, then it all would.
And you were right. Almost midway through the first half then. Still no goals, but now things beginning to open up perhaps. And it's Leeds in the driving seat at the moment with Strachan. McAllister. Dorigo. Back to the Scot. And now Strachan, the captain. That's a lovely reverse ball from McAllister. Excellent tackle by Kubicki. What a deft little ball that was from Strachan.
Started to get on top now, Leeds. Had a great chance with Wallace there. The thing about if you go through on a one-on-one with a goalkeeper and you do decide to blast it, you are relying on luck a little bit, because you generally aim at the goalkeeper with power.
Strachan's corner towards Whyte, and it could have sneaked through. Chapman with a header, and another marvellous save, really, by Sealey. Well, no wonder Ron Atkinson's got faith in this goalkeeper at the moment, the way he's playing. This was a great reaction save. It wasn't a powerful header, of course, by Chapman, but from that range he could well have scored. Richardson to Kubicki. Batty intercepts. Kubicki does the same thing. And in the end, Villa get a throw. Regis. Richardson. It's a good-looking ball. Right Yorke shot. Well saved by Lukić. And the free kick has been given to Leeds, who are rather unhappy about that. They felt that the referee had played advantage. It would have done a bigger turn for them then, really. Good opening here, though.
Yes, another good chance. Again, I think as he's turned there, he's gone for power, and again it's gone straight at the goalkeeper. The point I'm trying to make is if you place the ball in the corners, at least you know where it's going. When you just blast it, you are relying on that good fortune.
Good defending by McGrath, meantime, at the other end, and a bloodied nose for the Republic of Ireland international, who said to the referee, "I'm all right. It'll take a lot more than that." A couple of broken limbs, I think, to get poor McGrath off the field. Ron Atkinson calls him quite simply the best centre-half in the world.
Yeah, he's a tremendous player. He's been instrumental in all Jack Charlton's success with Ireland, whether he played at the back or in midfield. Great player.
Disappointing end to what had looked a promising attack then for Villa. But Paul McGrath, I know that Brian Robson rates him as the best player he's ever played with, and that's quite a tribute from the former England man.
I'd say it's no fun playing against him.
I'll bet. In fact, this is not a fun ground for you, you were telling me. Villa Park, incredibly, you've never scored a goal here.
I've not only never scored here, and I've never won here, and that includes games when I was a kid with Leicester in the youth team and all sorts of things. It's probably why you usually get a nice reception at Villa Park.
Well, we're waiting for the first goal in this game, but it's certainly livening up now. Leeds have another free kick.
I'm just glad I never signed for them.
Yeah. Whyte has gone forward. McClelland will take the kick. Chapman flicking it on, came off his shoulder, and Sealey followed it all the way. Kubicki. Richardson. Blake. Kubicki again. Fouled by Dorigo. And the referee's having a word with Tony Dorigo about that. Mistimed rather than vicious. But a foul nonetheless. McGrath hitting it in towards Daley and Atkinson. McClelland gets it away. Richardson back in again. It's offside though. Whyte Yorke. I noticed incidentally that Villa have switched Whyte Yorke and Tony Daley around here, Gary, to presumably try and shake off Chris Fairclough's attention, but he's followed him all the way over to the other side of the field now. Word on that in a moment as McGrath gets it clear. McClelland turned on by McAllister. McGrath with the clearance again. Now here is Fairclough getting it ahead of Daley. And Dorigo gets it out.
That's right, it's just to see if they'd switch fullbacks at all. He's trying to shake him off, but I mean, Fairclough has gone with him onto this side. It's not going to make a tremendous amount of difference. It'd be interesting to see if they put him down the middle and play all three of them up there. If they can get the centre-halves in each other's way, they might find a bit more space down the flanks.
Good ball, Dorigo to Chapman, and then Blake takes it off him. This could be an interesting break. They've got plenty forward here. Staunton in possession. In it goes early, and Lukić had read the danger. Now equally, there's a lot of room for Dorigo to attack. Forward to Wallace, he's offside.
The game's really opened up now. I mean, the last 10 minutes has been some great football and lots of chances. I think it was just that initial period of a bit tentative, but both sides are really going at each other now. Far more entertaining.
Staunton hitting it forward. McClelland has won everything above the ground so far. Strachan finding Chapman. Back again to the captain, and a good ball to Dorigo. Came off McGrath, off by Batty, and again the flag raised for offside. I think it was Wallace again who strayed too far forward. Almost too quick for his own good at times.
I think actually it was Lee Chapman that time. As the ball was headed on, he was just a little bit slow in coming out.
As Sealey, who's made a couple of outstanding saves already for Villa. Good kick by him, but Whyte underneath it. This is Chapman. McGrath's challenge. And Daley trying to get in and succeeding in getting in ahead of the defender, but not ahead of Lukić. Goalkeeping. Kubicki's throw. Regis falls over. And Batty goes in hard in the penalty area, nothing given. Dorigo gets it away. McGrath, Kubicki, lovely control by the pole. Richardson. Chapman doing well. Now Batty for Leeds. Wallace. Looking for McClelland of all people on the far post, and Chapman almost getting in. And although Sealey temporarily seemed to lose the ball then, he was still equal to it. Sterland and Chapman both creating the danger here. And Les Sealey has been very sure-handed, although he was a bit lucky then.
Just needed a little touch from Lee Chapman, but it wasn't quite there.
Here's Dorigo. Good ball forward for Wallace. He's offside though. 3 or 4 times now Rod Wallace has just been caught offside. 15 minutes, a little under to half-time. Still 0-0. Whyte. Dorigo. Teale winning it above Chapman. Daley was offside in the lead half. Chapman's had a very deliberate, but Staunton with the interception. Strachan finding room on the right. Sterland just ahead of him. He hits it long towards Wallace. McGrath's clearance. Staunton. Blake. One back by Sterland, and then Blake in strongly. Richardson playing it forward. Atkinson. Good control on that touchline. And it goes to Yorke. Couldn't quite get that ball properly under control, Dwight Yorke. It's certainly, in the words of the old cliche, end to end this. McAllister doing well. Chapman stretched the foot and couldn't get there. McGrath's clearance. Throw into Leeds United. Both sides really going for it in the final stages of the first half. Still 0-0. Leeds United beaten only once in 16 league games this season. And that was a last-minute goal at Crystal Palace on the 1st of October. Off McGrath's head, didn't go where he intended it. Wallace gives it to Staunton. And now Yorke. Sterland really stuck to his job well there. Experienced defender. And not at all inhibited by the thought of Yorke dancing around him then. Chapman. Richardson intercepts. Strong in possession as well. Given away by Yorke. McAllister's challenge. Staunton in quickly. McClelland clears. This is Kubicki for Villa. McClelland there again. Richardson's given it away to Batty. He's got Wallace in support. Now Wallace. This is Dorigo. Chapman on the far post. Good clearance by Teale. Sterland. McAllister on to Strachan. It's lovely skill again by Strachan in the middle and gets it back from Wallace. McAllister out on the right. Sterland pumping it in. And Sterland in strongly again. This is McAllister. Well, unrelenting pace here. And a lot of competitive tackling going on in the middle of the field. A good game at the moment. Lacking a goal. Dorigo. Fairclough. First time football by Leeds. Batty on to Dorigo, offside. Chapman just can't get the measure of Villa's offside trap, Gary.
No, they're keeping possession very well, but Villa are holding the line. They're taking a few chances because they only need to beat it once and you're going to get a really good chance, as Rod Wallace had early on. But Leeds are keeping the ball, they're being patient, but they just need to get that final ball through. And then Villa are trying to hit them on the break, so it's making for a good game.
Kubicki for Aston Villa. Comes through to Regis. He's got Atkinson in support and Yorke arriving. Daley allowed it to run behind for a throw-in. And we'll leave that to his captain, Richardson. For Regis, but Dorigo got it away. Fairclough was fouled by Richardson, who cracked his head against the Leeds man in the process. Tough Geordie, Kevin Richardson, who won league championship medals in his days at Everton, along with Hugh Gary, of course, in that team, and then at Arsenal.
I didn't actually win a championship medal, unfortunately enough, and I was there in the year they didn't win it. A message in that, something.
Yeah, FA Cup, in fact, your season, wasn't it?
FA Cup final losers, yeah.
McClelland in hard on Atkinson. Richardson. And
I was with Kevin, he's a terrific player.
Regis. Yorke. Came off the head of McClelland, he wasn't quite sure where it was, and then the acrobatic effort by Daley. Again, McClelland with the important header clear. Well, he's got terrific enthusiasm for the game, John McClelland, and it makes up for his lack of sprightliness these days. Wonderful competitor. Richardson with the corner. Not a particularly good one. Chapman got it away, but he can try again. No, he opts for Staunton. Whyte's clearance to Strachan. Dorigo breaking forward. McAllister. Looks promising, this for Leeds. Wallace on the far side. Pulls it back for Sterland. Got in the way of his own player's shot there, David Batty. And that's excellent play by Yorke. Atkinson. Excellent defending as well by Whyte. And Atkinson gets it back. This is Dwight Yorke. Kubicki taking over. Well, you won't be surprised to hear he hasn't scored yet for Villa after that shot. Well, watching in our studio is Trevor Francis. What do you make of it so far, Trevor?
Well, I would think that Ron Atkinson's a bit disappointed that playing with 4 attackers in Daley, Yorke, Regis and Atkinson, they've only created the one chance. That was a chance to Yorke, which was well saved by Lukić. On the other hand, I would think that Howard Wilkinson, playing a different style to he normally plays, is quite happy with the way it's going. They've had a couple of good chances. I felt that Wallace should have scored. But once again, it was a good save by Sealey. The 2 keepers have prevented it being a game of goals, but at the moment it's very competitive. I think whoever scores the first goal could be on to a victory.
Thank you, Trevor. Staunton slips, allowing Strachan in for Leeds. Well, he's kept possession well and tries to win the corner on Staunton, who denies him. Just, I think, yes, throw it. And Sterland can hurl the ball quite a distance. Goes short, of course, inevitably the moment I say that. Gets it back from Strachan. Good-looking cross. Chapman's header! Marvellous save, but it's Wallace who follows up. And it's a goal for Leeds United. Sealey at last is beaten. And Leeds United go in front.
Yes, you could see it coming. Good ball in. Lee Chapman gets a great header. Not quite sure whether it's over the line or not. Probably not, but I don't know who they'll decide to get. We'll see better from this angle, probably. It's a great ball in. And Lee Chapman gets a good header. He's a bit unlucky, Sealey, because I thought it was a good save. Gets a touch, and I think we'll have to give that to Rob Wallace, though.
Yes, Lee Chapman might disagree, but I think it was Wallace who finally got the ball over the line. Howard Wilkinson won't care at all. All he knows is that Leeds are in front, but Villa counter-attacking. McGrath in possession. Daley. McGrath again, lifted in towards the far post, and Lukić saved it well under pressure.
I think you have to give credit to Howard Wilkinson. Tactically, he does seem to have got it right. He's decided to nullify Tony Daley, which is as the chief threat for Villa, which he often is with his incredible pace. And gradually they've eased themselves into the game. In the last 15-20 minutes, they're certainly worthy of that goal lead.
Howard Wilkinson is 4th year in charge, and what a transformation he has brought to Leeds United. From being a middle-of-the-road second division club, he's got them in contention for the biggest honour now in English football. Leeds United, if they win today, will go back to the top of the first division, and they're a goal to the good. As Strachan pumps it in again, Teale gets it clear. Batty playing it back in, Teale's clearance. Whyte is forward. Regis took it off him, and now Daley. There's big McClelland in again to win it. Batty, Leeds looking good now. Good effort by Batty. Well, it's almost folklore in football that David Batty, to put it mildly, doesn't score very often. He scored against Manchester City on Boxing Day 1987, and then went 160 games before the next goal, also against Manchester City. He was pretty close to a 3rd goal then. Not quite as good a striking rate as yourself, Gary.
Well, he does far more work than I ever do in a game. I mean, he's a tremendous workhorse. Wins balls all through the game. He's consistently won possession in midfield today, and he shows he's capable of scoring.
Offside there against Regis. Wallace claims his 3rd goal of the season. He scored against Queen's Park Rangers last week. As I was saying, he's missed a lot of matches because of injury this season. Has played in the last 6, and Leeds fans beginning to see the best of him. Teale gets it clear. Batty, beaten by Blake. Now Atkinson midfield. Batty's there again, underlining what Gary Lineker was saying about his prodigious work rate. Leeds keeping possession now.
I think Big Ron will be thinking now, what can he do to change it? Because he's got to try and get Tony Daley into the game, but he's got to try and sort out a way of doing it.
Here's Kubicki, given away. Batty. Good ball, Whyte. Strachan. Some nice football now from Leeds United, finding their man beautifully, confident in possession. Sterland quite happy to ensure they keep possession. A very difficult side to beat, Leeds United. Before today they'd won 9 matches, which is only actually 1 more victory than Aston Villa, but significantly they've drawn 6 and lost just that one at Crystal Palace. That's the kind of statistics that go towards a championship winning team. You've just got to avoid defeat. You've got to do a bit more than that, of course, but avoiding defeat a very important part of becoming a title-winning side.
I think the answer for Big Ron is probably to try and get them to hit the front men a little bit early and hit them in the channels, down the sides of the field, because whichever side Daley plays, the automatic fullback, such as Tony Dorigo at the moment, pushes into midfield. So there is space there if Tony drags Fairclough out to get in behind the defence on his side. But it's got to be Villa's forward men that do it, Atkinson and Regis.
Well, Villa have got the throw here. Kubicki will take it. Terrific noise now from the travelling Leeds United supporters as it goes into Regis. He tries to set up Blake for the shot. Well, he hit that nonchalantly, Mark Blake, who's only scored 1 goal so far for Villa. And Lukić, who's 6'4", made it look a very easy save. I'm sure it wasn't. Another offside meantime. And that indeed is the end of the first half. And an entertaining half it was too. The goal which separates the sides coming 5 minutes before the interval. Rod Wallace, the former Southampton man, scoring with the considerable help of Lee Chapman's fine header. Howard Wilkinson is on the touchline with Gary Newbold.
Howard, what are your comments on the first half?
Well, quite frankly, my chief concern at the moment is the pitch. You know, 2 good teams out there, putting a lot of effort into it, a lot of good football. But the pitch is particularly bad at the moment. A lot worse than I've seen Villa pitches. A lot of people falling about, ball bouncing off. But overall, I'm quite pleased.
And the main thing is you're winning 1-0.
Yeah, delighted with the goal. Great goal.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gary, and to Howard Wilkinson. Of course, Trevor Francis nailed his colours to the mast about 10 minutes ago.
So the second half will start with Aston Villa attacking now from right to left, and as you've heard from Ron Atkinson, underline the word attacking. They've got to make sure that Leeds United don't kill the pace of the game to suit the 1-0 scoreline in their favour. Richardson in hard. And Strachan wins possession for Leeds United, then given away by Chapman. That's a good-looking ball forward by Richardson, well read by Whyte. Batty, foul by Kevin Richardson. First half statistics underline Leeds United's dominance, certainly in terms of attacking play anyway. More shots, more corners, and fell foul of the offside trap more often. Chapman beaten by McGrath this time. Batty onto the loose ball. Sterland looks for Strachan in the inside right position. Staunton's header gives Leeds United the first corner of the second half. Whyte has come forward to the near post as ever with Chapman. There he is. And Whyte just got the touch in. It's a goal. What a great start to the second half. Sterland on the end of the flick on, and Leeds United have scored within a minute and a half of the restart.
Well, Alan, that'll completely kill Big Ron's team talk at half-time. Flick on, now Sterland goes in.
A classic corner kick goal, really. Strachan delivering it beautifully. Whyte flick on. Sterland got in between the defenders to head home. He doesn't score many headers. He gets a lot of goals for a defender, not many of them with the head. That'll give him a lot of satisfaction, and it'll give Leeds United now a 2-goal cushion right at the start of the second half. That's going to make it very difficult here for Villa, as Atkinson attacked straight away and couldn't keep it in. Goal kick.
The one thing you don't want as a manager, when you give a team to, when your team's behind at half-time, to get out there and really impose your game on them, is for the other side to score in the first minute, because it kills it stone dead.
Well, Sterling's 5th goal of the season, 2 of them from the penalty spot. That sweet header means that Leeds United have moved an important step towards regaining their position as First Division leaders. Free kick, and the goal scorer will take it. Andy Gray, Ron Atkinson, dismayed. How frustrating for the manager and his assistant. Everything they've talked about at half-time undone within 90 seconds of the restart. As Chapman flicks it on, they're in more danger here. Fairclough getting forward. Sealey alive to the danger. He must be really frustrated when you think of the good saves he made in the first half. Almost kept out the Chapman header, which eventually led to Wallace's goal. Blake. Atkinson for Aston Villa. Batty takes it from him. Kubicki on the far side. Then turned on by McGrath. It's a good ball to Atkinson. Villa need a goal as quickly as they can here to give them hope. And it comes to Blake. Well, he's an industrious, hard-working player in the middle of the field, but I'm afraid that composure in front of goal doesn't seem to be his strength. We can have another look at the goal, though, Gary Lineker.
Yeah, it's a good view of it as well. You see Mo Sterling reacting quickly. He's on the move all the while, that's the secret. If you can keep on the move, and if the ball comes to you, just nipped in front of that defender. He took a chance on where it would go. He got him that vital yard.
So Leeds United, 2 goals in front here at Villa Park, and Villa need a touch of inspiration from the likes of Daley and Yorke to get them back into the game. So far, neither of them, Daley closely marked by Fairclough, and Yorke flitting in and out of the action, really. Neither of them have managed to provide that inspiration. Here's Wallace. It's now Leeds who look rampant. Dorigo.
I think there is a way out of this mess for Aston Villa, and I think that's that Tony Daley's basically got to sacrifice himself for the team. By doing that, what I mean is every time that Villa get the ball, he's got to go and stand by Tony Dorigo, and Chris Fairclough will follow him, and then he'll have 2 players actually marking him, so he'll go out the game. But what it will do is leave a big gap behind Leeds left back, because Fairclough will go in, Dorigo's pushed into midfield, and then there'll be the space for both Atkinson and Regis to exploit, but they've got to be prepared to run into it.
I wonder if Ron Atkinson's chewing over the same thoughts at the moment down there on the bench. The problem is now getting that information through to the players and making the change become effective. Richardson on to Daley. Now he shows some of his lightning pace, and it's a good-looking cross, but perhaps a bit too close to Lukić in the end. The offside flag raised. Whyte, Yorke, the player who got too far forward. McClelland's kick. Staunton's clearance. Richardson's in there with Blake, but Leeds United look a yard quicker at the moment. Chapman, a good ball to Batty. Back in again to Strachan. Staunton intercepts. And Villa are on the rack a little bit at the moment. Leeds playing some excellent quick football in front of them. Sterland wins another throw off Staunton. Now I think he will launch the long throw I expected from him in the first half, and his short throw produced a goal. McGrath heads it clear. Yorke on to Regis. McClelland right behind him has conceded the free kick. Villa really need something in the next 10 to 15 minutes to convince their fans they can get into the game here. They might get something now, but ironically, Regis and Daley got in each other's way. Strachan with a first-time ball towards Wallace. Oh, McGrath, absolutely magnificent ball, McGrath then. Dorigo for Leeds United. Good ball, Wallace racing onto it, McGrath's there again. Well, no wonder Ron Atkinson thinks so highly of him. Batty for Leeds. And Leeds get the throw. Chapman beaten. Atkinson in possession, good tackle by Whyte. Well, they gave Lukić a lot to do there, but allowing his goalkeeper to do the hard work. Will they get the throw? Kubicki in towards Teale. McClelland won it first. And Dorigo makes sure that it doesn't go for the corner. McGrath pumping it back in again. Blake heading it on towards Regis. And the referee has seen that as a foul by Whyte on Regis.
I'm not quite sure about that one. It looked like Cyril got up higher and got a perfectly good header, but give a foul against Whyte.
Chapman coming back to defend against the likes of Atkinson, Regis and Teale, all powerful players in the air. Richardson and Staunton, the players over the ball. Richardson hits it in, and Yorke turned it on, but nobody, I presume Staunton was supposed to get forward then, nobody had. The throw out finds Dorigo in possession and then brought down for a free kick. Ten minutes in the second half completed, and Leeds United 2 goals ahead. McGrath watches Chapman like a hawk. Curious free kick, and they've got a corner out of that, Leeds United, and they couldn't hardly have expected it really. So Chapman goes to the near post as ever. They'll be well advised to keep a careful eye here, not only on Whyte and Chapman, but also of course on Sterland, who scored from the previous corner. Goes in short this time, and a lovely little back heeler. Strachan into the danger zone, it's turned in, Chapman I think on the line. It's 3-0 to Leeds United. Strachan the architect, and Leeds United have made a dream start to this second half.
Well, surely there's no way back for Villa now. Great little play between McAllister and Strachan there. Great corner move. Gordon nips in there, hits it hard and low, and you just see Lee Chapman in the perfect place to finish it off. Surely there's no way back for Villa now.
Chapman gets his 7th goal of the season, and would you believe his 5th in his last 3 games against Aston Villa? Because last season, although this corresponding fixture was 0-0, Leeds, thanks to Chapman's goals, had 2 big wins. 5-2 in the league game at Ellen Road and 4-1 in Rumbelows Cup tie on the same ground. And they're looking to repeat that feat again today now with Wallace brought down by McGrath. McGrath could be in a bit of trouble here with the referee. I feel certain he'll be cautioned at least. Depends how the referee saw that. Was Wallace on his way and in a good goal-scoring position is the question Mr. Butch has to decide upon.
Well, I hope it's only a yellow card, because I thought he might just have clipped the back of his heels there. I don't really think there was too much cynical intent. Although it could be argued that he was through on goal, but it didn't really look like a cynical tackle to me.
I would agree with you, and obviously so would Gordon Strachan, who it was good to see went across to plead Paul McGrath's case. Yellow card it is. And he had to have that at least, I suppose.
Yeah, I think that was fair. I think that was good refereeing. I think he's used his common sense there.
Absolutely. And if only more would. So Leeds United lead by 3 goals to 0 here. And their football now outstanding. McAllister! That wasn't far off target either.
It's a lovely strike of the ball, Gary McAllister. Just a little bit high. But here's the goal again anyway. This is Strachan coming along, great view there. And what Lee Chapman has to do is just knock it in.
That'll give him a lot of satisfaction. His father, Roy, who sadly died a few years ago, used to play here for Aston Villa in the 1950s.
I wonder if they actually worked on that corner in training, or it was just off the cuff, because it was a terrific move. I don't think they'll get away with it again, but it was a terrific move.
And a good header on by Chapman to Wallace. Good interception by McGrath. Batty in strong, but Blake was stronger. Daley. Certainly was an excellent move, because there was a great danger of it going in off a defender as well when it was played in so hard and low by Strachan. McClelland wins it back, but gives it to Staunton, and that's a good ball on, and Atkinson couldn't quite take it in his stride. Well, is there any way back now for Aston Villa? Can Atkinson and Gray perform some kind of miracle here to drag Villa back into the game? Here they go with Daley and Atkinson into the side netting and deflected there for a corner. Still only got the 1 goal, Daley and Atkinson. And it was on his debut at Sheffield Wednesday on the opening Saturday. Regis getting up well, but no one got higher than Chapman. McAllister, lovely little ball. Strachan, Batty's just ahead of him, and he hops for the long ball towards Wallace. But he just overhit it slightly. But Leeds are rampant now, and it's good to see a team clearly enjoying themselves.
You can't enjoy yourself when you're 3 up, you'll never enjoy yourself. But they do look a side that's full of confidence, and you can see why they're right at the top of the table.
Batty got himself offside then. An hour gone, just over, and Villa facing a possibly, well, if there's such a phrase, possibly impossible job, I would say. slips. Kubicki. Checked well, and a useful looking cross. Knocked away by Batty. McGrath plays it back in, but again Villa really didn't anticipate. What satisfaction for Howard Wilkinson. The start of the second half has brought, and there could be more goals yet. In fact, you get the distinct impression Leeds United are capable of scoring more. Whyte's clearance, Dorigo, Wallace. Surrounded by Villa players, now he gets some support. Gets it back off McAllister, forward to Batty, he's onside here. Oh, he looked for Chapman, it was a good ball, and Teale just got in the way. Corner.
Wallace has been a threat all afternoon to Villa. He's been a constant thorn in their side. He's been causing problems with his tremendous pace. He's been getting in behind defenders. He's scored a goal, and he's been dangerous every time he's got the ball.
And Leeds have been dangerous so far from every corner. Not this one though. McGrath got it away. Although they've kept possession, so the danger hasn't gone yet. Stroking it about with great confidence now. McClelland hits it on towards Whyte. McGrath clear. Daley's offside, or it could have been Atkinson, it doesn't matter. Free kick to Leeds. I wonder if Ron Atkinson, Daley's namesake, is thinking of making some kind of change now. He's got Cowans, a vastly experienced player, and teenager Ugu on the bench. Maybe it's an opportunity for Cowans to come on. There he is, on the left as we watch. Whyte's free kick, meantime, for Leeds. Dorigo. Excellent. He's had a good game, Dorigo. And a good cross. Chapman in there! Great save by Sealey. Daley. Facing the wrong way as far as Villa are concerned, but he still did superbly well to find Regis, who was fouled by Whyte. Free kick to Aston Villa. Could have had another goal there though for Leeds United.
Yeah, another great move going down the left. Tony Dorigo, instrumental in it. Great cross to the near post. Lee Chapman gets in front. Hit the target. That's all you can do when you're going at that speed, unless Sealey made another good save.
But for Sealey and Paul McGrath, Villa's deficit could have been even greater. McGrath takes the free kick. Regis climbing high. Whyte, Fairclough rather, gets it away. McAllister. Forward by Strachan. Staunton with a good interception though. And makes the error, which gives Leeds United the throw. Everyone wants the ball in this Leeds side now. There's some great running off the ball, some lovely possession football, and they look sharp and lively. Here's McAllister. Shapes up for the shot perhaps. Villa close down the space. This is Batty. Away by Teale. It's a terrific game at the moment, this. Sterland doing well to win.
It's as if you're a Leeds supporter. Not if you're a Villa supporter. I don't think it's very enjoyable at all. But
and if you're a neutral, it really is very watchable. And I must say, contrary to what a lot of the doom and gloom merchants often say, I've seen some smashing football this season. Saw a great game yesterday, Luton against Manchester City, full of open football. And our first division, at its best, is still hugely entertaining. And I do wish some of those who make a living from the game, particularly in the newspapers, would remember that at times. There's not a game like this to beat it. McGrath with the free kick. Touched on by Regis. United beating Aston Villa here by 3-0. McClelland with the clearance. Kubicki. Regis. Batty winning it back for Leeds. It's frantic and furious there in the middle of the park. Richardson turning it on, but got the pace all wrong. Leeds have had a couple of big wins away from home this season. They won 4-0 at Southampton, 4-2 at Notts County. And they look well capable of scoring more goals here. I think now Villa are considering a substitution. There's a bit of activity over there on the Villa bench, and it is going to be Gordon Cowans or Mark Blake, the 20-year-old who's had a bit of a disappointing game, in all honesty. England under-21 international makes way for the man whose place he has been taking in recent games. And the vastly experienced Gordon Cowans, who's actually available for transfer at the moment, is on as substitute. Regis, but Leeds hunt it down again and win possession. Daley did well then to take it off Batty. Forward to Atkinson. He's got in well here. Good effort. Saved by Lukić. And then turned over the line by Yorke. Villa have pulled one back. For the first time in the game, Daley and Atkinson showed his lightning pace, and Whyte Yorke showed his good reactions.
Yes, he did. He was very strong there. Good shot. Low to the goalkeeper's far post. And Yorke followed it in. An easy goal for him. But that's made a game of it. It's kept it open. And if Villa can nick another one, we could have a grandstand finish.
Whyte Yorke gets his 5th goal in as many matches now. Although that was the easiest of the lot.
I don't think Atkinson will be very pleased when he sees the replay of that. He certainly had a goal stolen from him there.
But at least Villa have made an impact on the scoreline now, and there's plenty of time left here. But McAllister goes through again, and Chapman is in there too. Staunton will throw it down. That won't count. It'll be a free kick to Aston Villa. Whyte Yorke's 7th goal of the season. And as I was saying, he's scored in 5 successive matches now. What a terrific match this. Strachan beaten by Richardson. Strachan's down injured as the two captains clashed, but players gone on. Good control by McAllister. Knocks it forward for Wallace. He's onside here. It's got Chapman and Batty arriving inside the penalty area. He looked for Chapman, but overhit the cross. Kubicki, the Villa fans believe their team can get back into it now. That goal's given them a tremendous lift. Here's Daley. Fairclough did his job well then. McGrath, Richardson, Cowans rather. Good football now. Teale playing it on. McClelland away. Now Richardson. And it's amazing the difference a goal can make to a side. Cowans. Whyte Yorke chasing and battling away with Fairclough, who wins that particular battle. Aston Villa 1, Leeds United 3. But suddenly it's Leeds backpedaling. Kubicki. Daley and Atkinson, that's a lovely little flick on. Regis takes over. Richardson turning it on. Sterland with a clearance. Staunton back to Daley, who miscontrolled it at a vital moment.
See, Gordon Strachan actually is calling Chris Fairclough over there because Daley swapped wings, and I don't think Fairclough noticed. But he's got him over now.
Good work by the captain. And now, of course, the moment he's done that, Daley has gone back to the other side, trying to lead him a merry dance.
Well, he's got to do something.
Richardson turning it on. Whyte. Straight to Cowans, though. And the pace pace of the game has picked up again here. Strachan goes flying in on Staunton. Villa get the throw. Daley. Staunton. Daley again. They got a bit carried away then. Tony Daley. And we can see Villa's goal from the opposite angle. Great pace there by Daley and Atkinson. And Whyte making absolutely sure. Whyte Yorke making it Villa 1, Leeds United 3. Teale's clearance, and again Dorigo keeping it in, and again what an excellent game he's having, Dorigo. That, I don't think, was quite so far off target.
He's had a tremendous game. He's been pushed further forward by the fact Daley's playing in that wide position, and he's looked as comfortable in midfield as he does at fullback.
Teale, Chapman chasing. And Sealey launches it again into the Leeds half. Good header clear by Fairclough. Wallace. And it must have come off Kubicki there. It's a Leeds United throw. Temperature dropping here now at Villa Park, but not the temperature of the game. Wallace, Dorigo again, in towards Chapman. It's too high for him, but Strachan on the end of it. Staunton wins it back for Villa. Villa's throw on Strachan. He's lost none of the enthusiasm and fitness he displayed last season, the Leeds captain, and of course he was the Footballer of the Year. Here's Sterland. Now Staunton. Offside. Daley and Atkinson was offside. One of the most significant departures from Villa Park this season, David Platt, who went for that fortune to Bari, and I gather they failed to win again today. They're having a terrible time in the Italian league. Teale gets it clear for Villa. Meantime, as Sterland turning it in again. Staunton's clearance. Dorigo seems to be everywhere, and a good ball. McAllister. Dorigo again. It's a good effort. An orthodox save, wasn't it? An excellent shot by Dorigo, and Sealey saved it, I think, with his knees.
As long as he saves it with something, he got his body in the way.
Indeed. Here's Batty. Oh, good ball again, and the first time cross towards Chapman, who tried the diving header, never quite reached him. It's a tremendous match. Yorke playing a good ball on for Daley to chase here. Fairclough across. Daley's beaten him for once, and Strachan did so well then, got back to help Chris Fairclough. Hard to believe he's 34, the way he's chased around this pitch. Offside. McAllister sliding it to Wallace. Only just, but offside. 15 minutes to go. The kind of game you don't really want to end. 3-1 to Leeds. Bit of a wasted free kick that by Villa. We've got offside. Chapman this time. McGrath loses possession, but the referee said the ball was moving when the free kick was taken, so Villa off the hook there. But if they could get another goal now, Villa, it really would set up a grandstand finish. Good free kick this time. Yorke couldn't quite take it first time. Now Daley. Done well here, Daley. And a good cross. Atkinson with a header. and it was Whyte who got it behind for the corner. A new enthusiasm about Villa's play now. Richardson with the corner. Oh, Lukić lost it under pressure. I think the referee might have given a free kick, in fact, in his favour.
Yes, Tony Daley gets a good cross in here. Atkinson goes in the near post, but good defending from Chris Whyte just does enough to put him off getting a clear header at goal.
Wallace, 3 Villa players converged on him. McClelland with the header clear, and then Dorigo. McClelland took a blow in the face then. He's just struggling to his feet as the ball is back inside the Villa half. Been in the neck, judging by his expression. McAllister turning it on, and then Cowans wins it back for Villa. It's a poor ball, straight to Whyte. And Whyte goes for the return, but Cowans is there to make sure he didn't get it. In any case, there was an offside decision. Cowans. Good defending that by Whyte. It was an awkward ball to stop. This is McAllister. Strachan making a great run here. It's Gordon Strachan. He could clinch it here for Leeds. Agonisingly close. Inches away from the post. He made a wonderful run, Gary, didn't he?
He did, and it was a great pass from Gary McAllister. A long ball over the top. It just wouldn't come down for him, so he could knock it on, and it went a little bit wider than he would have liked. But he aimed where he wanted to in the far post, but it just went the wrong side of it.
Well, most footballers don't exactly enjoy watching games. I bet you've enjoyed this, Gary.
I don't know, I always enjoy watching games. I think most of us do. There are the odd exception. There's Gordon Strachan there. I mean, where he gets his energy from, I'll never know. He's older than me.
Here's Richardson. Staunton. In high towards Atkinson, and Regis was behind him as well, and the header flies just wide. Well, Villa have picked up a gear.
Good cross in there, and another good header from Atkinson, but it just drifted wide. But he's caused them a few problems in the second half, Daley and Atkinson. They just need to get the ball forward to him a little bit quicker, and he still could turn it round.
McGrath winning it well, and Yorke was being held by Sterland. The referee did well to spot that. Staunton gets it back from Yorke. Good football this. Regis. Yorke. Oh dear. Chapman leads the counter-attack. Oh, it's a great first-time ball by Strachan to Wallace. He certainly got the pace to threaten here, but he has to take it wide to get it under control. And then McGrath just stood his ground. Well, they put Paul McGrath in cold storage after every game, protect him from his injured knees. He doesn't do a lot of training, you'd never guess. His clearance with 10 minutes to go has given Leeds United, who lead 3-1, a corner. Back it comes again to Strachan. Another good clearance, but McAllister hits the loose ball well wide. Doesn't score many goals. It's one of the few kind of blemishes in his play. Just 2 this season. I think only about 4 overall for Leeds.
He scored quite a lot when he was at Leicester. I think he just needs a little run going. He'll probably score a few because he's a very gifted player.
Fairclough wins the header, and Wallace is offside. McGrath's free kick. He's overhit that one, I think. Indeed he has. Goal kick to Leeds United, who finished 4th in the First Division last season, having spent 8 years in the Second Division. 17 years since Leeds won the Football League Championship. Of course, in the 60s and 70s, they were supreme with a couple of championships. 5 times runners-up, I remember. 4 FA Cup finals, 5 European finals. The glory days are a long time ago now, but under Howard Wilkinson, it looks as though they could be coming back. Here's Strachan, the captain and inspiration. And now McAllister. Batty. Chapman far post. McGrath got it away. Sterland. And again, it's McGrath with the headed clearance. Dwight Yorke in a little bit of trouble on the edge of his own area, but got away with it thanks to McGrath's intervention, and that's a great ball by McGrath. Lukić did the right thing. Well, Trevor Francis, it's a tremendous game this. Do you think Villa can still save something?
I don't think so, no. I think that Leeds are 3-1 up, and I think they'll get the 3 points here. I think it's been an outstanding performance from them, and I would think that there's nothing more satisfying than for Howard Wilkinson, having spent a lot of time during the week on his set pieces, to see 2 actually succeed this afternoon. The second goal was a well-worked corner, and the third goal was a delightful set piece once again.
Certainly time all against Aston Villa now. And in all honesty, Leeds United deserve the 3 points, it has to be said. But certainly that goal by Dwight Yorke has made a game a bit late on here. Richardson, meantime, concedes the free kick for handball. Leeds fans begin celebrating, though it's not over yet. A surprisingly poor free kick by Gary McAllister. By the way, if you're at matches in the next week or so, don't forget to make a contribution to the St John Ambulance. They're looking for money. They don't get much from the game itself. They exist on voluntary contributions. You might need them one day. Villa go forward again with Daley and now Kubicki. Cowans turns it on. Good-looking ball for Regis. No foul. Whyte made a clean challenge. Deep kick from Lukić. Teale right underneath it though. Now Staunton. Atkinson chasing with McClelland, and the big man from Leeds got there first. In it goes to Cowans, the throw. Good tackle by Batty, and then Sterland there to help him out. Batty couldn't go back to his goalkeeper, but still found Chapman with a good ball. Foul by Teale. So we're into the last 5 minutes here, and Leeds United look as though they've done enough now to win the 3 points, which will see them return to the leadership of the First Division.
Yes, and you have to say that they've deserved it. Right throughout the team, there's been good performances. I don't think it's going to be easy to name a man of the match. I think it'll have to come from the Leeds side, but it could go to any one of them. I think they've all been outstanding today.
Teale takes the free kick. Whyte's clearance. Fairclough gets it away. Regis, then Daley and Atkinson. This is Dwight Yorke. Oh, what an acrobatic effort that was. But wide of target. Excellent effort there by Yorke.
Yeah, it was a good try, an overhead kick. You're never quite sure where to hit them on those. You just try and get a shot and hit the target, but it just drifted wide.
3 minutes to go. McGrath wins the header for Villa. Turned on towards Daley on the far side, but again, Fairclough and Whyte remain strong. Fairclough limping a little bit there.
He's won his personal duel today, though.
He certainly has. McGrath. Oh, he's given it away to McAllister. Now Strachan takes over. McAllister again. And in strongly as ever for McGrath. It's a throw to Aston Villa. I think you've made your nomination, Gary, for man of the match.
Well, I have. It's been very difficult. If you could give it to a manager, I'd give it to Howard Wilkinson, because I think his tactical knowledge has helped win the game for them today, plus the set pieces have worked. As far as players are concerned, I think Strachan's been outstanding. Both the front men for Leeds, Wallace and Chapman, have both scored a goal and been involved in others. But I think Tony Dorigo has had an outstanding game today, and I'm going to give it to Tony.
And I don't think anyone will disagree with that.
He's been involved in a lot of plays, had lots of good shots, and he's been a constant threat down the left-hand side, even though he's been playing a large part of the game out of position in midfield.
So the Barclays bubbly for Tony Dorigo, and Richardson, the Villa captain, is just picking himself up, having lying down injured. And Lukić sportingly kicks the ball out of play. So allow the physio to come on. Well, he'll be doubly pleased, I think, at that Man of the Match award, Tony Dorigo, the Australian-born in Melbourne, and he wrote to a lot of clubs in England. He began his career, of course, here at Villa Park, and a lot of his old friends shaking hands with him in the dressing room tunnel before the game. A very popular player.
There's a Tony Dorigo from down under, they call him. But he settled in very quickly at Leeds. He's a quality player.
And quality really has been the perfect word to describe Leeds United's performance today. They've looked, indeed, dare I say, of championship quality.
Yes, I don't think you can rule them out of the championship. They've got as good a chance as anybody. They've been as impressive as any side I've seen this season.
Referee waving play on that far side. Chapman turning it back to Batty. On it goes to Yorke as Villa win it back. Regis. This is Dwight Yorke. Whoops. He slipped at the worst possible moment. In terms of Leeds United's championship challenge, Howard Wilkinson used a lovely phrase to me today. He said, we're in the race at the moment. We just want to be on the starting grid when the real Grand Prix starts in January. And that sums it up, really, in this marathon English season.
I'm sure there will be. And there he is. I think a large part of the game's owed to him today. He thought the problem for Leeds would be Tony Daley, and he's eradicated that problem, and it's proved to be successful.
Sterland, one of the goal scorers for Leeds United, finds Strachan. Still time for a final flourish, perhaps, from Leeds United. Sterland, Chapman in a good position on the far post. There he is, and there is the final flourish. Gets his second goal of the game. Leeds United their fourth, and for the third match in succession against Aston Villa, Lee Chapman has scored 2 goals.
Yeah, great goal as well. Nicely worked move. In fact, the two players involved in it, Sterland and Lee Chapman, were almost utmost in my thinking as far as man of the match was concerned. And if that had happened a couple of minutes earlier, one of them might have got it.
Wonderful header from an absolutely superb cross, wasn't it, by Sterland. And Sterland's had a hand in just about every goal, I think, as McClelland is under threat at the other end, but not for long. was a lovely way to sign off a championship performance by Leeds. That's the final whistle. Wonderful entertainment here at Villa Park. And Leeds United thoroughly deserving an emphatic 4-1 victory. 2 goals for Lee Chapman, Sterland and Wallace the others. Whyte Yorke getting Villa's lone reply. Countless good saves by both goalkeepers, near misses and good chances at both ends. A thoroughly entertaining First Division encounter, and Leeds United go back to the top of the First Division, and they've gone back there, in all honesty, with some style.